What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with the next episode of Criminal Minds, Season 3, Episode 16. Let us get into it, shall we?
And he decides who to free. Everybody, there'll be a goal reaching down and comes around.
You wake me again tonight, it'll be a chainsaw for you.
The tree? Are you drunk? You were drunk driving? Well, I guess you ain't chainsawing shit.
This is Unit 2, responding to the explosion at the Norris place.
Go ahead, Unit 2.
We got one DOA.
Uh,
I think it's Rod Norris. Send EMS and fire.
in the tree?
Send everybody.
They're on their way.
Why was the washer and dryer outside?
My name's Spencer.
Is that- Is that common,
I
Texas?
don't really know what I am. Hello, Spencer. It's my first meeting. Welcome. Thanks. Thank you.
His hair's so long.
I guess I know I had a problem with Dilaudid.
And?
I stopped. 10 months ago, I stopped. I thought it was over. Recently, I've really been. Your literature uses the term craving. It started like a month ago.
Wasn't he doing heroin?
A suspect was murdered in front of me, a kid. And I thought that I saved the kid, but I couldn't, and sorry. I've seen a lot of that stuff before, but for some reason that kid's face is really stuck in my brain. And I want to forget about him and just want to escape. Sorry. I have to go, I'm sorry.
Spencer,
I'm late.
places to go? You know who I am.
Of course I do, sir. I just expect to see a man
Jack Nicholson's
your
brother?
position here.
Here, there's no sirs. I'm just John here. And this is not something you talk about at the office, especially our office.
Sorry, I really do have to go.
Here, take this. That's my one-year medallion. It took me 6 years to get it. For the past 13 years, I've
Wow.
never left home without it. Because I know if I forget that, I'll lose my gun, my credentials, my home. Hold on to it.
I only have 10 months.
I know.
It's your most prized possession.
It is.
You're just giving it to me?
No. A couple of months when you get your year, you give it back to me.
I really don't understand.
You will.
So are you his sponsor now?
Officer Letch shot this just before he was killed.
Sorry, I'm late.
I hope she was worth it.
Ah.
I hope it was a she.
I was at the movies.
Oh, really?
Rude.
Why didn't you tell us what it was about?
I had to leave early, so I can't really.
I know it's late. We've got 2 dead cops.
The resident, Rod Norris, was DOA. They're still trying to ID the remains of the second victim. They believe it's his 16-year-old daughter, Jordan. Would have had to have been inside the house, close to the source of.
Clearly, they used the bombing to set the
She was
officers
the one
up
in
for
the
an
tree?
ambush.
First wave takes out civilians. The second wave takes out first responders.
The locals are thinking terrorism.
DHS did issue a terror alert for the
Okay,
border
leather
states yesterday.
jacket.
I've never heard of this place. I mean, the militia, okay, that I could see.
It's close to the border. Could be traffickers sending a message.
We gunned down 2 cops and blew up a teenage girl. Till they're stopped, no one in that town is safe.
They've lost 2 of their own. They're anxious, they're scared, they're gonna want revenge.
A sad soul can kill you quicker than a germ. John Steinbeck.
I think it probably depends on the germ.
Sheriff Allen, we're really sorry for your loss.
Where do we start?
First victim, Rod Norris.
No arrests in 10 years since his wife left him. I can't blame her for leaving. Shame she left Jordan behind.
What can you tell us about Jordan?
We
Sweet
know
girl.
him from
Bit
something.
slow.
She was mentally challenged?
Special ed and all that stuff. Takes some talking to notice it.
I'd like to gather your people back at the office so I can brief them all together.
Sure, but I'm staying here.
Of course. Thank you.
The blast was localized here.
The room's been sealed off. Duct tape on the door sills, windows, too.
He seals the kitchen, blows out the pilot light, trapping the gas in here at a primary charge. If she was here, between the charge and the window,
Rod Norris ends up in the tree. Jordan ends up in the field.
So the whole thing's designed to focus the blast on whoever came through that door.
what was the trigger?
Rod Norris. He was a smoker.
And they knew he would be coming through this door.
They knew he'd be smoking when he did it.
Don't smoke in the house, folks.
Pattern says they were fired on full auto. Tight grouping for it. Single burst, put them both down. That takes skill.
Let's lands here still alive, Savage Falls there dead.
But I walked
I
past Let's.
am
And I shoot Lou Savage in the face when I know he's already dead.
They knew each other?
Enough to know Rod Norris would enter through the back door while smoking.
So what are we talking about here?
I don't know if I've ever seen the washer and dryer just chilling on the side of the house before.
Because they knew Rod Norris was a smoker?
I mean, I've seen
Deputy
it
Savage in the face at point blank range.
like
They
under
weren't being
something.
thorough?
He walked past Letts, who was alive.
I can't let
Responders
go
were coming. That
of
last shot was risky overkill.
Rod Norris and Lou Savage with a specific target.
You think of anyone with a close personal connection to Rod Norris and Lou Savage?
I didn't think about it because of the terror alert.
Think about what?
Owen Savage. Lou's son was dating Jordan Norris.
My deputies didn't find Owen at home.
How long did you know Lou Savage?
My whole life.
And Deputy Savage's wife? How did she die?
Drunk driver in 02. Who was in Afghanistan. Owen lived with us until he got back.
How long was Lou Savage in the Marines?
12 years. He was discharged so he could raise Owen.
Is that why he resented them? Did Lou blame his wife and son for ending his career?
He was a good man.
Good man that doesn't have a single photo of his dead wife entire house.
I know this is hard. Had more time and we would be more sensitive, but we don't.
Reed just fucking
was the drunk driver. I didn't write it up that way, but didn't matter.
word vomit.
Drinking was no secret in town.
Where's Owen's room?
Right over there. There's your gun safe. I know the combination.
Start with birthdays. Lou's, Owen's, Hope's.
Hutch, dress blues and plastic. No pics of wife and son.
No luck.
Try 11/10/75.
What's that?
1775, Marine Corps birthday.
You might have just sold me on that profiling of yours. That's bad. Lou is our tactical trainer. He had a whole collection of automatic weapons and handguns.
He taught Owen to shoot.
Gun safe is empty.
It's a surprise.
It's James Dean's Porsche. No pics of James Dean, though. It's a bad sign.
Especially when your mother died in a car accident. Still haven't found the Father of the Year award.
Well, why would that be in the
You already checked his
son's
computer?
room?
It's password encrypted.
Well, smart move if your dad's a cop.
Assuming he cares enough to snoop.
Hey, Reed, check yourself. That sheriff out there wanted to take your head off. I think Hutch might have let him. All his clothes are black.
Same here.
Just like his friend Johnny Cash. You know, I wish all our unsubs would just tack their profiles on their walls like this for us.
You grew up in Chicago, a high school jock. You have pictures of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan all over your walls.
Yeah, forgot Walter Payton. Not to mention the sexy ladies of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues.
Says you didn't paint your mirrors black.
Guess Owen didn't like what he saw. Reed.
Let me by, Bart, let me by! Is it true?
Sarah, please.
If it's true, you tell me. Did Lou's freak son shoot Byron?
Kids need you home.
My children need their daddy.
It's Officer Lett's wife.
Send them home. Know what to do. You find that little son of a bitch, you find him, and do what's right.
Why do I get the feeling she's not going to be the only one with that sentiment?
Reed and I are going to go to the high school and talk to Owen's teachers and friends. We'll figure out where he's going.
He's heading out of town. Found his car out by the interstate, right next to victim number 5.
Victim number 5?
I can't use the Texas Rangers here. I need them working roadblock.
Owen's truck is completely cleaned out. Didn't want to leave us any clues where he was headed.
So far, every move he's made, clever and well planned.
What about the victim?
Who is he?
Kyle Borden, 19, worked the register.
So Owen stops by here on his way to the interstate, marches Kyle out back, kills him, and steals his El Camino.
Not the El
Owen didn't
Camino!
have to kill him. He wanted Kyle to see it coming.
Kyle was a couple years ahead of Owen in school. Fouls, he'd know him.
Owen didn't just know him, Owen hated him.
Question is why. It's been restocked recently.
This last night after closing.
Good. We have a problem. Took gallon jugs of milk, frozen pizzas, cold cuts, but no water.
You don't take frozen foods and perishables on a road trip.
Roadblocks aren't gonna work.
Why's that?
He's still here, he never left.
They're still here. That wasn't Jordan's body we found. The remains we sent to the ME turned out to be 3 hams and a dozen bone-in ribeyes.
What?
You tell me, is she a hostage or accomplice?
Accomplice. Dad didn't approve of their relationship, so they killed him. Pretty sure anybody could tell that's an El Camino, bro.
Owen? Owen? Owen, you scared me.
Made you breakfast.
I woke up and you weren't here.
I got you those. Cut them fresh.
They're beautiful. How long can we stay here?
Old man Stratman doesn't usually come back until the 1st. Our dads won't be looking for us around here by then, so we could just slip away. We can go wherever we want to go. The money that I saved up, you and I just buy a house.
If my daddy finds us, he'll kill you. I know he will.
It will not hurt you again. No one will. Not while I'm here, okay?
You promise?
Kinda looks like Caroline Forbes.
I promise.
It's not her, though. I don't think.
As Owen's counselor, what can you tell us about Jordan and Owen?
We started dating last year when Owen moved to special ed.
Not a bit late.
They've even put there for academic reasons.
What was the problem?
Bad attitude, lack of effort. Owen applied himself in some classes. He did very well. It didn't last. We are.
Problem wasn't lack of effort. The A's in math and science tell us he's a gifted student. The F in geometry, that indicates a severe problem with spatial relation, further confirmed by his atrocious, illegible handwriting.
A brilliant but severely learning disabled student.
Standardized test didn't support that kind of intelligence.
He couldn't fill in an answer bubble any easier than he could hit a baseball.
Which is why he stayed away from sports.
Sports was a sore spot with his father. He joined the wrestling team the freshman year to appease his old man, but didn't work out.
Come on, Mom. Johnny Cash. Oh, Savage. I know you're trying to tell me something. Oh. Okay.
He was probably the smartest kid in class.
got
He just
in.
couldn't prove it. Being the smartest kid
People
in class.
make it so fucking obvious.
He missed all of it. He gives it everything he's got, continues to fail. And the whole time they tell him that it's his fault. I mean, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. An undiagnosed learning disability does not add up to this level of violence. You know that. You got something?
An MPEG on Owen's computer. You really need to see this.
Jordan was the gentlest girl in the world. She could never hurt anybody.
Can you tell us about Jordan's father?
He thought she was dumb, and she wasn't.
Did he ever hit her?
She thought she deserved it, at least till Owen came along.
Were they in love?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I thought she was gonna die when her dad took her phone away. Owen bought her a PDA for email and set it up so that it wouldn't ring unless it was Owen or me.
Owen took care of her.
He tried. Whenever anyone said anything bad about her, he'd stick up for her. Always.
What would people say about her?
When Jordan was a freshman, there was a senior who took advantage of her. He told everyone about it. That's how she and I became friends. I thought she needed someone to look out for her. I guess I didn't do a very good job.
You're wrong. She's lucky to have you as a friend, Eileen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
We're done for now. Thank you. Before you go, could you tell us anything about Kyle Borden?
Kyle was the senior who took advantage of Jordan.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm not so sure I can do this.
It's just us. It's not like you don't masturbate at home.
No, I can't really do it while you're watching me, man.
He didn't know he was being filmed.
Want to be on the team? You gotta do it. We all did it.
Okay, I'll try.
Did Owen tell you about this?
It was posted on the school social networking. We pulled it down immediately.
Once it's on the internet, it's out there forever. Owen knew that.
But when Owen quit the wrestling team, his father confronted him. He blamed Owen for the whole thing.
He only joined the team to get his father's approval.
How were these boys punished?
Owen identified them. All we have is their voices. Even if they admitted involvement, all they do is say that Owen didn't have to do it. Look, it's his word against theirs. Parents are getting involved, school board, lawyers. Cyberbullying is a hot issue right now.
It's a fucking video.
The whole thing will wind up on 60 Minutes. How's that gonna help Owen?
What did you tell him?
They're dealing with bullies as part of growing up. Boys have a way of sorting these things out.
Right now, Owen's out there sorting it out with an assault rifle.
He's not wrong. Reed.
I apologize. It's just we've heard those phrases before when we interview school shooters.
Jordan was the motive for Kyle Borden.
I need to speak to the boys who made this video immediately.
They about to get fucked up. That's why, people, be nice.
None of them have shown up for school.
Because you never know who's gonna fucking have enough one day.
He deleted everything, but...
We've got 3 missing kids, Garcia. We need access to Owen's email.
Not saying it's justified, but damn.
That sounds like a word. If it is a word, I admit.
DC time, Garcia.
Don't be a dick.
11:17 a.m.
DC. Decaf.
Two alienated kids, dysfunctional relationships with dominating fathers who withheld love. They were made for each other.
Lovers, yes, but partners in crime, no.
A new MPEG just posted to the school social networking site. You need to see this.
Joke, man! We didn't mean anything by it. 3 years ago, no one even remembers it.
I do.
Owen, don't!
Garcia, is there any way to trace the MPEG to the computer that sent it?
Killed
It was
all
sent from
3 of them?
Jordan's PDA, but Owen's hacked the SIM card. It stops the phone from transmitting its current position.
So even if it's turned on and he's using it, we can't track it?
Have the cell company leave the service on in case he sends anything else. Let's bring in Sheriff Hallam and see if he recognizes the background.
There's a man going around taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same.
Johnny Cash. And that song Owen was playing when he did this.
He's acting out his revenge fantasies.
Family, school, and social dynamics do seem to fit perfectly. He's not collecting names. He's collecting injustices.
We're ready to give the profile.
Once you've heard the profile, you'll understand.
Owen is here, and we should be knocking on doors.
He's monitoring the news. Right now, he thinks you think he's gone. If we start knocking on doors, he's going to know that he's not.
Why the hell should we care about this little
So you
bastard?
could catch him.
All right, we're here to help you. Minimum loss of life. The profile tells you the best way to do that.
Owen Savage fits the profile of an injustice collector. He's trying to avenge perceived wrong.
Most of these guys are so angry, want to kill as many people as possible, but Jordan gives them a reason to live.
Otherwise, he's a textbook case. Teachers gave up on him, his classmates bullied him, and his father blamed him while giving him access to guns.
It sounds like you're saying these victims deserved it.
Nobody deserves this.
But you could have prevented it.
What?
Reed, can I talk to you?
I mean, he is spitting facts.
It's the truth. They knew Owen.
So what? All adolescents profile like sociopaths. Can't diagnose them until they're 18.
Yeah, and they could have seen the sign.
And making it their fault is not only unfair, it's dangerous. I want you to go through Owen's room.
Morgan's already doing that.
Yeah, and you're going to join him. You know this kid better than anybody. Go find us something we can use.
He was out of line, and I'm sorry. We want to release the MPEG from Owen's computer to the media.
By releasing it, it could buy some time.
Time for what?
To figure out a way to bring him in peacefully. Jordan's innocent and no one wants to die. If you choose to go knocking on doors, I think it's going to get her killed.
After the funeral's tomorrow, I won't have a choice. Until then, you do what you think is best to find him and bring him in. If y'all excuse me.
Someday, we are gonna have a house of our own. It's like this one.
Can we live someplace cold?
Oh, why'd you want that?
I want to wake up Christmas morning and see snow. Wouldn't that be great, a wet Christmas?
What everybody says when they're not used to
You
it. And then like,
I just see if
fuck
it's the
the
right
snow,
kind.
bro.
You know, people tell if it's the right flavor by
I mean,
the corner.
I do enjoy it, but
Smells like grapes to me.
This is nice, huh? So it's not a bad spread for a couple of kids.
Owen!
Sit back there.
I'm scared.
It's okay. All right? Go on back. Sit down. Stay away from the window. I'm gonna take care of this, okay?
Who is that? Owen? Is that you?
Yes, sir. It's me.
What are you doing out here?
I'm sorry, Mr. Stratton. You weren't supposed to be back till the first week in May. This wasn't supposed to happen. I'm sorry.
hey, man.
Hey, Jordan.
He was just being nice.
Jordan, it's okay. They left.
She probably saw what you fucking did, bro.
Jordan? What are you doing down there?
I thought it was my dad.
There's a few Mexican
She
kids.
doesn't even
They got
know.
lost looking for the interstate. It's fine. They're gone now.
I thought he was gonna kill us.
Yeah, everything's fine, all right? They got lost. They're gone now.
Garcia restored those emails.
She doesn't even know her
I'm
fucking
sorting
dad's
through
dead.
them right now.
Why would you sleep with that creepy thing above your bed?
Reed, you know you're not the only one who identifies with him. You said I was a high school jock. I was, but not at first. My freshman year, I was 5'3". I weighed $120 soaking wet, so trust me when I tell you, I got my ass kicked every day. So the following summer, I hit the weights, and I got lucky. I grew 6 inches. But it was never about vanity, Reed. It was about survival.
I was in the library, and Harper Hillman comes up to me, and she tells me that Alexa Lisbon is to meet me behind the field house. Alexa Lisbon's like easily the prettiest girl in school.
So what happened? Alexa wasn't there?
And she was there. So was the entire football team. Stripped me naked and tied me to a goal post. So many kids were there, you know, just watching.
Nobody tried to stop him.
I begged them to, but they just watched. And finally they got bored and they left. It's like midnight when I finally got home, and my mom didn't. She didn't even realize I was late.
You never told her what happened?
Never told anybody, I thought. It's one of those things that I thought if I didn't talk about it, I'd just forget. But I remember it like it was yesterday.
Reed, you don't need an eidetic memory for that. You know, we forget half of what they teach us in school. When it comes to the torment and the people who inflicted it, we've all got an elephant's memory.
Owen just wants to forget. You know what that's like.
He's been making a big deal out of saying goodbye to Jordan in all of his emails. That's odd.
He never got a chance to say goodbye to his mother. Abandonment is his biggest fear. That's why he chose Jordan. He thinks she'll never leave. If we can get Jordan away from him, we'll save her and take away his reason to live.
He'll take his own life.
It's the only way we can save Jordan.
How can we get her to leave him?
She doesn't know about the murders.
You want to tell her?
We can get her to turn herself in.
But even if we could talk to her, the only person she trusts is Owen.
There's one other person. She might be able to get a message to Jordan.
Jordan doesn't know what Owen's done.
Owen loves her. He would never hurt her.
If the police find them and there's no way out, he will. Even if he doesn't, she'll get caught in the crossfire. We're trying to save her.
We want to send a text explaining the reality
She's gonna
of the
end up
situation.
dying.
You want to protect her and be her friend, this is your last chance.
Jordan, there are some people here with me who want to talk to you. Listen to what they have to say. They're with the FBI.
You're doing the right thing.
It don't feel right.
Put the shit on vibrate.
Send her the news coverage.
Tell her to look at the pictures. We know Owen didn't tell her what he did.
You liars.
Send the MPEG. Reed, do it.
Tell her when the police come for you, Owen will kill you and kill himself.
You lie. Owen loves me. She's gone, now what?
We've planted the seed, now we wait.
She's back.
You were right. What do I do?
Ask her where she is.
If I tell you, you will hurt him.
Ask her if she can get away.
I can try.
There ain't no fucking back door for you to get out. God damn it.
Jordan!
She's back. You turned her against me.
It's not Jordan.
Please tell me we didn't just get Jordan killed.
It was the right thing to do.
I know. I really thought we could save her.
Emily.
Well, we had no choice.
Emily.
Jordan.
I got to the car while Owen was digging. He didn't see me until he heard me start the truck. I kept driving.
We need to know where he is.
You're gonna hurt him.
We don't want to hurt Owen, but we think Owen might hurt himself if we don't get to him really soon.
He's at Stratman's ranch.
Reed, little help.
Owen's not here.
We got a body back there.
Half-dug grave.
Found a note.
I'm going to return my mom's necklace. Where's his mother buried?
A thorn.
Reed, what are you doing?
He's gonna force us to kill him. Don't let me be a part of that. You don't need me.
Meet me at the station.
They think he's going to his mother's grave. He was gone when we got to the ranch. I want to save his life, but I need to ask you a question. This necklace, he gave it to you?
I left it at the ranch.
He's coming here.
Call Hotch, tell him, and don't let her out of this room.
Something's wrong.
He had a head start.
He said he wanted to say goodbye, give her back the necklace. He wasn't talking about his mother.
Jordan.
Yeah, okay, we're on our way. Reed knew.
What makes you think he'll come here?
That's what I would do. Prentice, cover me.
Reed!
Do not shoot.
Reed!
Owen, I don't have a gun. My name is Spencer. I'm with the FBI, and I'm here to help you.
Yeah? I need you to stay back.
I know the only reason you joined the team was for your father. I know that he blamed you for what happened.
Stay back!
I also know the only reason you killed Rod Norris and Kyle Borden was to protect Jordan. I know the harder you tried, the worse it got, and it felt like everybody just stood there watching you suffer.
What's he doing?
He's blocking our shot.
I know you want to escape and forget. I know exactly how that feels. But you know what? You don't have to die.
No, I'm already dead.
No, you're not dead. If you die, you're gonna leave Jordan just like your mother left you. I know you don't want that, do you?
Okay, you bring her outside.
I can't bring her outside. You put the gun down, I swear to God, I'll take you to her. I promise nobody will hurt you. You'll say goodbye to her, and you'll give her the necklace. All right? So what do you say? Let's put the gun down. Let's go inside.
Somebody's gonna shoot him.
Don't move! Don't move! Good, Reed.
It's all over. It's okay.
We cross our bridges when we come to
Ooh,
them.
I thought
and
somebody
burn
was
them
gonna
behind
kill
us,
him.
with nothing to show for our progress, except a memory of the smell of smoke and a presumption that once our eyes watered. Tom Stoppard.
You knowingly jeopardized your life and the lives of others. I should fire you. You're the smartest kid in the room, but you're not the only one in that room. Pull something like this again, you will be. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. It won't happen again. Thank you.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking that would have been the second time a kid died in front of me.
Keeping score, just like Owen.
It was my turn to save one.
Doesn't work like that.
Should.
I know it's painful when the person you identify with is the bad guy.
What's that make me?
Good at the job. When we land, I think you should go and catch the rest of that movie.
Glad we didn't completely lose sight of the Reed addiction thing, because I was just, somebody mentioned it on one of the comments recently, like that we just dabbled in it and it didn't really get talked about, but I did think he was doing something else, so that threw me for a minute. That episode was really good. The show does a good job of making you, now I know that these are like, a lot of the time they're like bad people and you shouldn't root for them, but it makes you realize the human aspect behind a lot of these people. Like, you do think that a lot of them are animals and it's gross and it's like, how could you ever do what you do, you know what I mean? But this one really made you like I was kind of rooting for that kid. Like, I don't really want to say that like killing somebody is justified or something, and I don't know, it's hard because I do think that like hurting a vulnerable group of people, like a child, or like murder or sexual assault, or harming, especially physically, a vulnerable group of people who cannot like defend themselves against the average person, I guess. I think there's a special place in hell for you, and I think that you deserve worse than what you did because you know better. You know what I'm saying? It's like hard to put into. I feel like a lot of people probably would see what I'm trying to say, but like this really like made me root for the bad guy. I don't know. Let me know what y'all thought though. I thought this episode was awesome. I fucking love this show. Let me know what y'all thought. See you on the next one. Bye.